Premier League Bournemouth vs Sheffield United prediction, team news, lineups preview. Making a welcome return to enemy territory, a beleaguered Sheffield United side heads south to face Bournemouth in Saturday's Premier League game at the Vitality Stadium. The Blades ended up on the wrong side of English football history in a 6-0 dismantling at the hands of Arsenal on Monday, prior to which the Cherries ended their winless streak in a 2-0 beating of Burnley. Match preview. Since putting 3 past Fulham without reply on Boxing Day, Bournemouth had tried and failed on 7 occasions to post another Premier League victory, a far cry from the goal-laden renaissance that Andoni Iraola oversaw towards the end of 2023. However, thanks to another wasteful display from Burnley at Turf Moor, the Cherries belatedly achieved their first top-flight win of 2024 last Sunday, where Justin Kluivert put the visitors ahead before the break and Antoine Semenyo put the result beyond doubt in the 88th minute. Reacting well to their gut-wrenching FA Cup exit at the hands of Leicester City, who coincidentally benefited from Bournemouth's lack of cutting edge on that occasion, the Cherries moved up 1 place in the rankings into 13th spot. Now 11 points clear of 18th placed Luton Town on the same number of games. In fact, the Hatters will be Bournemouth's final opponent before the March international break, giving Iraola's men a prime opportunity to string together another morale-boosting winning sequence. So long as the hosts can avoid a shock beating at the hands of basement-dwelling Sheffield United. After finally masterminding a Premier League win in 2024, next on Iraola's agenda is snapping a 3-match winless run at the Vitality Stadium for the Cherries, who are unbeaten in 7 straight games against promoted sides since returning to the big time themselves in 2022. As hundreds of miserable Sheffield United supporters caught an early train home on Monday evening. Those that stayed may have feared a record-breaking double-figure demolition against Arsenal, whose first-half flurry put them on course for the biggest Premier League win in history. The Gunners would ultimately fall short in their bid for a 9 or 10 goal trouncing, but efforts from Ben White, Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Martin Odegaard and Gabriel Martinelli, as well as a Jadon Bogle own goal, saw Mikel Arteta's title chasers hit Chris Wilder's sorry side for 6 at Bramall Lane, becoming the first team in English League history to concede at least 5 goals in 4 straight home games and lose 3 consecutive home league fixtures by a 5-goal margin or more. Sheffield United drew unwanted comparisons with 2007 to 2008 Derby County and 1993 to 94 Swindon Town, although they are safe in the knowledge that they will not beat the Rams' worst-ever Premier League points record. The Blades faithful will receive little comfort from that fact, though, as Wilder's 20th-place troops, who have now conceded a staggering 72 Premier League goals this season, remain 11 points below Nottingham Forest in 17th. But they have alternated between a win and a loss in their last 4 away games in all competitions. However, Sheffield United are still ranked last when it comes to Premier League points 5 wins 1 and goals scored 10 away from home, and they are without success in their last 3 competitive clashes with Bournemouth, going down 3-1 to the Cherries at Bramall Lane in late November. Team news. Bournemouth managed to keep a profligate Burnley at bay despite losing Marco Senesi to a hamstring injury with just 12 minutes on the clock last weekend, but Iraola was none the wiser about the seriousness of the centre-back's problem after the game. However, Senesi has withdrawn from the Argentina squad for March's fixtures, suggesting that he will not be at Iraola's disposal this weekend, so Chris Mepham should come in to partner Ilya Zabarnyi at the back. Ryan Christie should be fine to feature despite succumbing to illness in the win over Burnley, while Lloyd Kelly's groin problem could also heal in time for the weekend, but Max Aaron's thigh, Tyler Adams' thigh, Ryan Fredericks' calf and James Hill ankle remain absent. As for Sheffield United, possibly the only positive from their crushing at the hands of Arsenal was seeing no more players enter the infirmary. But Wilder is certain to remain without at least 9 players for the trip south. Mason Holgate will serve the 3rd and final game of his suspension this weekend, while Max Lowe ankle, Reece Norrington Davies thigh, Chris Basham ankle, John Egan ankle, Cameron Archer calf, Anis Ben Slimane thigh, Ryan Brewster thigh and Daniel Jeb Bison illness are still recovering. The Austin trusty left-back experiment on Monday evening blew up in Wilder's face as Saka ran his former teammate ragged. Ben Osborne was brought on for Oliver Norwood in a 17th-minute tactical change, and recalls for George Baldock and Ben Brereton Diaz could also be in order. Bournemouth possible starting lineup: Neto, Smith, Zabarnyi, Mefam, Kirkes, Christie, Cook, Semenyo, Kluivert, Tavernier, Solanke. Sheffield United possible starting lineup: Gerbic, Ahmed Hodzik, Robinson, Trusty, Baldock, Hamer, Souza, Osborne, Larouci, McAdee, Brereton Diaz. We say, Bournemouth 3-0 Sheffield United. Sheffield United have had more to shout about on the road than at home in the early stages of 2024. But an injury-hit crop also bereft of confidence could prove easy pickings for the Cherries on Saturday. Irela's men have not just rediscovered their winning feeling, but a killer instinct in front of goal. And the hosts should ease any lingering demotion worries while speeding up the Blades' inevitable return to the championship. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.